Mystic Ascension, Part 7, Chesed via Netzach. Chesed is the dimension of order and austerity. It is the home of the ascended masters, the rabbis, the gurus, and the saints. The tumultuous energy of Cheberah is stabilized by the calming energy of Chesed. Some Kabbalists refer to this pair of Sephirah as Cheberah and Chedulah. They are dimensions in opposition. Chesed is a paternal sphere. Its magical image is that of the mature wise man sitting on a throne, scepter in hand. He is the emperor, as found in the tarot decks. All that appeared lacking in Cheberah exists in abundance here. The inhabitants of Chesed are familiar with mercy and transcendental love. Chesed is welcoming and nourishing and generous. Chesed is also called the receptive intelligence, being the dimension of mercy and love. It is open to all without discrimination and receptive to all supplicants. Its compassion is unlimited. Its mode of self-sacrifice is similar to that of Tiferet. From Chesed, however, enlightened ones send forth guidance instead of evolving their own paths towards the light. Sometimes they incarnate back into Malkuth in order to help mankind, thus sacrificing themselves. This is why Chesed is known as the seer of saints and gurus. The compassion of Chesed is both informed and unlimited. 4 is the magical number of Chesed, and so is the 4 of the tarot deck. We'll tell you more about the Sephirah. The musical note that will bring you in tune with this dimension is G sustained, and the scents that to use in meditation are cedar and almond. The gods that you can invoke here are all the ascended masters, rabbis, gurus, and saints. Another facet of Chesed is trust in one's own instincts, to be true to yourself. Because Chesed is the realm of the true ascended masters, it is worth taking stock of the jovial aspect of the Sephirah. Chesed is not the place to take oneself too seriously, as mankind are made in the image of God. So too is one of the features peculiar to the human race, and that is a sense of humor. Chesed is the epitome of levity. Chesed represents the amused and fun-loving aspect of God the Creator. The nature of Chesed presents a riddle. If you will, like a seasoned traveler, learn to communicate and understand its innuendos with repeated meditation. Indeed, this may be safely said about the entire tree of life. The more familiar you are with each Sephirah dimension, that is, its symbol and correspondences, the greater one's understanding of what lies within each realm of existence. When you are ready to begin pathworking your way up to Chesed, enter your sacred circle well prepared and cleansed. Enter the temple of Malkuth with its black and white square tiled floor. Complete your purification ritual and supplication to Gaia, asking for permission to leave Malkuth. If you get your blessings, stamp your feet 10 times when you're ready to begin pathworking. Look for the Orphic door to the right. It has the symbol of an egg surrounded by a serpent. Think on entering it, and it opens for you, to reveal yellow and green fractals of flashing lights. You step into the vortex and it carries you up. Remember to lower your arms to speed up and raise them in front of you to slow down. You are now on the Kof Path, heading towards Netzach, and so it is called also the Moon Path, or is also known as the 29th path of corporeal intelligence. The fractals have now turned to brilliant emerald green. You notice the God form energy here, which is a brilliant otherworldly reddish purple wave, towering high in immense strength and potential fierceness, yet with a spiritual grace that covers almost every aspect of the spectrum in its entirety. All modes of existence are bound up in it. This is the God form Jehovah Tsabaoth, meaning Lord of Hosts. You ask for its permission to proceed. Say, Jehovah Tsabaoth, please grant me permission to proceed through the dimension of Netzach, and if granted, you continue. You notice the path in front of you is covered in rose petals. It leads you to a green archway in a stone temple that reminds you of Stonehenge. Above the archway hangs the Hebrew letter Kof. You enter the Stonehenge temple. It has 7 sides, each with an archway leading away. You realize intuitively that you may travel through these archways to get to the neighboring Sephirah. Opposite you is an archway leading to Chesed, called the Kaph Pathway. This is the pathway you are looking for. Stand in front of the Kaph Pathway, think of it opening, and it does. Inside is flashing fractals of blues, indigos, and greens. You step through the archway and are sucked up into the vortex. Traveling faster as you speed up, you realize that you're on the 21st path, representing the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot cards. It is the path of conciliatory intelligence and rests between the undisciplined power of Netzach and the compassionate law and order of Chesed. Jupiter rules this path, as it befits both the combination of sociability and underlying discipline. In front of you, you observe the god form simply known as El. You need to ask its permission to enter Chesed. So you do. Say, Mighty El, please grant me permission to enter the Sephirah of Chesed, and thank you. Wait for El's approval, then continue along the path until you reach another door. This one has a silver symbol on it indicating the Kaph door, which is in a brick archway, and it opens and you go through. You enter the temple of Chesed, and you notice this temple has only 4 walls. The structure is pale blue and very minimalistic inside. It's very much like a Zen temple. In each wall is a brick archway, and each archway is a door, except for one. It has 2 doors. You recognize them as leading to the neighboring dimensions. On one side there is the Yod door leading to Tiferet, and its silver symbol hangs on it. In the next archway is the Teth door, which will take you to Chebarah. The wall opposite you is one has 2 doors in a single archway and leads to Chokhmah and is the Vow path. Its symbol is almost like that of the Yod path, but is longer. The adjacent door is the Yetzai door, with its set of symbols, indicating the way out into Chesed. But before you can exit the temple of Chesed, you need to get the required blessings. Call upon the Archangel Tzadkiel, the patient restorer of order in an unbalanced cosmos. In an instant, the angel of mercy is with you in the temple. He is blue and purple in appearance, and you ask him, Archangel Tzadkiel, please grant me your blessings to travel into Chesed. If he gives you his blessings, then seek out the angelic order of the Chasmalim. They will appear when you call on them. Their wing forms are amber and electrum, or that of shiny silver gold metal. Ask them, Divine Order of the Chasmalim, please grant me your protection and guidance on my travels within Chesed. When you get their blessing, step to the opposite wall and exit through the Yetzai door. When you are ready to explore the interior of Chesed, you step into a land with which you are not familiar. You are looking forward to exploring this fascinating environment. As you take your first step outside, the atmosphere costs you from every conceivable angle. The air is like soup, assaulting your body with liquid humidity. The sounds you hear are a strange melody and possibly a distant call to prayer, and the chattering and chanting of entities going about their business. Small hands tug at the hems of your garments. Before long you are surrounded by excitable children. See how you interact, then make your bid for freedom. In the distance are mountains. Make the effort to get there, for in that distance is the answer to your questions. How swiftly you reach your goal will tell you a lot about yourself at the time of your visualization, and how effective your willpower is at present. Take all the time you need to confront each obstacle as it crops up. Eventually you reach the foot of the illustrious mountain. Its slopes are vertical. This could cause you problems. Ascend by whatever means you wish. Levitation is always a handy technique in visualization, but there are others. Use whatever seems most appropriate to you. Remember that you are aiming for the abode of your guru, your divine spiritual guide. You feel the anticipation that such a significant encounter endures. In the purple-blue sky, the sun and moon hang equidistant from the mountain peak. With relief, you reach the mountain cave. From within you perceive a light. Not so much a physical light, but a mere atmosphere of illumination. Good, you think. That's what I'm here for. You step into the cave. The atmosphere is electrifying. Power permeates your body as you step into the cave. The sounds of chanting start to come from somewhere in the recess. You sense instantly that many have visited this place because there are many offerings laid at the various altars along the way. There is a feeling of both reverence and protection. The cave holds you like living arms. You are free to wander, but not to fall. Over the backdrop of the mantras, you suddenly hear a woman's voice. You are unable to understand her exact words as her language is foreign to you, but she sounds rapt. There is a pause and then a similar sound issued from the chanting group. They reach a crescendo and stop. Facing you at the back of the cave entrance is a kind of seat carved in the rock. Waiting for you is your guru seated there. Visualize him appearing. Concentrate on your throat and your third eye, your center communication with higher entities. Imagine that your throat center spins sky blue, and your third eye is a disk of purple light, and your heart chakra must glow a healthy green. Chakras blazing with resolution request your guide or guru appear and reveal itself either in a visualization or as a sign and symbol. Pay attention to the perceptions that come to mind at this time. You may receive an image of your guide or thoughts of significance or symbols of later interpretations. Finish your reflections as you wish. When you wish to stop, cease your auric activities and sit for a moment in the cave. If you feel that you've adequately communicated with the energies of Chesed, a word of thanks and a bolt of gratuitous light would not be inappropriate here. To return to the temple of Chesed by imagining the Yetzirah door embedded in its brick archway. The door appears in front of you. Step through it back into the temple of Chesed. Now seek out the Kaph door. Go through it and enter the portals of flashing fractals, blues and purples. Speed up until you reach the other Kaph door at the end of the tunnel and go through it into the temple of Netzach. Find the green Kof door. Go through that door and enter the 29th pathway back to Malkuth. As you speed up, its green and indigo flashing fractals blur in your vision. Slow down and stop when you observe the Orphic door at the end of this pathway. Pass through and enter the temple of Malkuth. You are home. Exit the temple through the Yetzirah doorway back into your sacred circle. Ground yourself by rubbing your eyes, and exit your magic circle once you are ready to face the world of Maya again. Join us for our next lesson in Mystic Ascension, Part 8, Bina by Harden Chebera. Please like, share, and subscribe with the links below. Merry part till the next time we meet.